Let's go.
Yo, okay, so listen, I was trying to do some digging, and I'm like, wait, is Maitreyi playing the first kind of South Asian character in an animated movie for Disney or Pixar? And like, I don't, do you like? I think there's like Mowgli from the Jungle Book, but that was voiced by a white character, but a white dude, so we got to disqualify him. And then there's Sanjay from like Sanjay Super Team, the short.
But he doesn't speak, does he?
I don't think so. I don't
think Sanjay speaks.
So once again, we go back to, can you leave some accomplishments for other people here, or
okay, relax. I don't know about Disney. I'm using my animated film history brain right now. But I don't know about Disney. But I think in Pixar, someone can fact check me. Someone can tell me I'm lying. I'm open to it. But I think in Pixar, it is the first like prominent South Asian character in a Pixar film, because Sanjay Superheroes doesn't have him speaking, and it's short, but he doesn't speak in it. That was a really cool animation though.
It was really great, but I mean, again, so this is huge. And first of all, okay, so let's go. I think it was almost 3 years ago, the first time I talked to you, you said, hey, like, I mean, my dream was to be an animator. Right now, this is not an animator, but hey, you're an animation. That's pretty amazing.
I mean, as a kid, I just said I wanted to be a part of making an animated movie for Pixar. So I did get to like help out in a way, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, but like, this is what I wondered. Like, I mean, going into this journey, what surprised you about the animation process? Like, what's the thing? Like, you know, you had this dream about being in this industry, and now you got to go behind the scenes and watch a movie made. What's the thing that took you back and like, oh, that's how they do that? Or
of course, okay, recording individually, that was something that I was like, oh, like this happens like all the time. Not like, there are of course instances where people will be together as an ensemble recording, but for the most part, people record individually. And that's in a non-pandemic world as well. But I will say, the thing that really, really took me out was how long it takes. I knew it took like, you know, a good couple of years to make a film, but I didn't realize like the entire process of like starting from like just creating the idea, like the little first seed of having that first pitch. I didn't realize how far back that goes. I think for, you know, Turning Red, it's like that whole process, like really, really stretching it out to that first seed. It goes back to like 2017 or something, which is wild.
Yeah. Wait, when did you record? When and where did you record your scenes then? Like, how long was the
Toronto? I recorded all of my stuff in Toronto. I did one session in the Pixar studios when I was in LA, and that was really cool. I was very excited to go to like my dream job location as a 10-year-old child, but everything was closed, so I didn't really it was really cool because I saw a big like Sully, which was wild. He was just like, you know, from Monsters Inc. Just cool, man.
Sully. Well, you know, okay, let's talk about like, look, I've had conversations with you about animated films before, and you have a certain kind of appreciation for them that I've not, you know, you see things that I don't necessarily see in them. So it's like, it's always wild to hear like what you're seeing in some of these animated movies. And I want to talk to you about like, what's your outside of Turning Red, what's your favorite Disney Pixar animated movie?
Okay, so this is a complicated answer because for me, I think my favorite to watch like with other people would be Coco, because I love Coco because the first time I ever sang was at like in front of my family, was at my great grandma's funeral, because her and I were very close, and she also had Alzheimer's. So whenever, you know, the great grandma passes away in that story, oh
my god,
sad times. So that whole story is just so great. Family vibes, love that. But to watch by myself would be Up. I think Up is phenomenal. Pete Docter is a genius. Like he's so cool. He's so cool. Like absolutely genius. I think Up is just so good. I love that movie for all the details, like just not just the script, not just like the story, but what we see visually. I could talk about animated films all day. I love it.
You're trolling me though, because we argued about Up before. I know this.
No. You said no.
Yeah, we'll get into that later. We had a whole thing about Wait, so let me ask you something. If there was a Turning Red sequel, and that sequel was to then be like, hey, the characters are moving to Mississauga, what spots should be in What spots should be in that sequel? Where did the characters go?
Hang on. These characters are moving from Toronto to Mississauga.
They got priced out, yo. Like, you know the real estate market.
Fair enough. Okay. Well, damn. Where would they go in Mississauga other than Square One? You mean half the movies filmed in Square One?
That's a story.
And they're like, hey, let's go check out Palladium. Psych! Palladium's gone. Let's go to the rec room now. Like, come on. That would be half of the story set in Square One. There would be a nature shot in like I think it's like Korea Park. I've never been there. I've only ever like heard of it, but I've actually never like been.
Does it really exist? Like, is it just the thing that people talk about? Yeah.
I don't know. And then the rest of the movie would be like, you know, meetups at like 7-Eleven, because that's what I used to do. Just 7-Eleven meetups, because that's what's around beside our house.
That's a movie. That's a movie.
That's like a movie right there.
Poor town. This is gonna be the best year ever. And nothing's gonna get in my way. All right.